Trying to resist change is like trying to wrestle the sea. It is a pointless task. Being afraid of change is like being afraid of life. It is going to make everything even more difficult than it already is. Change is one of the few things that you can actually rely on in life, one of the few fundamental laws of the universe. Don't be stupid and reject it unless you have a really good reason, because all it causes you is struggle and pain. You'll be disappointed in yourself for failing to maintain the status quo, which will almost inevitably happen. When you resist change, you are resisting life. It's like you're swimming up the current of a very strong river. It's taking you 10 times more energy for you to stay in the same spot. Never mind moving up and against the flow. The energy it takes out of you is immense. I mean, it can strip you of everything. Your desire, your motivation, your reasoning. All because you become too tired to care. I do believe it is possible to swim upstream, but it takes an almost deranged individual. And most people aren't that type of person, and don't want to be that type of person. Most people who resist change do it in a peculiar way. They don't commit to their resistance, they half-ass it, putting up enough fight to convince themselves they tried, but not enough to reject the change. This then forces the person to be dissatisfied in every area. They failed in their resistance and were forced into change, but then they don't accept the change and end up in this weird middling state of pure dissatisfaction and misery. And then they're forced to go through the same challenge again and again. Committing to either option is the only way to solve this dilemma of misery and dissatisfaction. But just accepting change is the easiest and most reliable way. Once you accept change, even if you don't like it, you can move your energy from lamenting your situation to focusing on how to make the best of your situation. It changes you from a passive and consuming force to an active and creative force. Once you do accept the current situation you find yourself in, you can free yourself from all that negativity and that bitching you were doing before. This not only helps you see clearer, but also is just mentally healthy. So how do you accept change? Well, that's a difficult question, because each person will have a different set of values they live their life from, and they will understand things differently. But I will offer up a few of the ways that helped me accept change. Truly and deeply reflect on your life. Has there ever been an instance where things were constant? Everything was exactly the same for a long period of time. Nothing new happened. You didn't get a pet, a new teacher, move house. Anything that moved the status quo. I doubt there was. Sometimes change is big, and most of the time it is small, but you will always experience it. Whether that is, like I said, getting a new pet or moving house. Those are big changes. Or if it's something small, like learning something new, or being put on a new assignment at work. But each change will be different. So there has never not been change in your life. Thus, it is likely that in your future, change will always be present. Next, understand that change is fun. Without those ebbs and flows that come from change, the ups and downs of life, it is boring. You look forward going on vacation because you are sat at work or school all day. And you can enjoy and be grateful for the simplicity of regular life more when you have a bad experience outside of your day-to-day. I think it's difficult to teach what I'm trying to teach because acceptance is a feeling of understanding. And until you understand, all I am saying is ineligible. I truly hope that I have been of use to you in this video, and you have a general gist of what I'm trying to get across. If I have been useless and explained things poorly, please let me know. I want to make videos that explain my reasoning behind life, because whilst the underlying message of most of the gurus out there is the same as mine, the way each person tells these truths is different. And I want my message to help as many people understand what I believe the fundamentals of life are and what I believe life is about. not so that they can pick up my ideology, but so that they can create their own.